So here we go. Today I'm going to paint for you a nice sunset with an American bald eagle. If you want to follow along, I'm going to use some titanium white. That's what I'm putting on the canvas right now. I'm going to use some magenta, some pink, some yellow ochre, raw sienna. I'm going to use some yellow, some brilliant yellow, medium, cadmium yellow, medium, any of these. I'm going to use some umber, burnt and raw, and black paint. That's how I'm going to make this beautiful sunset with an American bald eagle. I am the large artist, Thomas C. Schaefer. Please follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's how we do things anymore. Oh, I need some paper towel. Just wiping the paint off my brush. Sienna. Magenta in there. There's purpley color going on. Doing crisscross brush strokes, front back, crisscross. Feels like across the whole canvas. Just gonna check if you can see it better if I do this. I'm just going to blend all these colors together on the canvas and dry. Got an idea of the color we're getting? As long as that white that we put on first stays wet, we can keep changing what color our sky is. I added a little more of the magenta in there. I'm gonna wipe the paint off my brush. Get that extra paint, wipe it right off the brush. Again, just wiping the paint off the brush with a paper towel. Then I go back to the canvas and I just taking the paint off the canvas lightly with the brush. And cotton candy's my sky. Nice little cloud formations happen. I see those and I start going, ooh, there's some light comes through this way. Doesn't that look nice? Fluff these guys back into the clouds. Brush off. Let that light shine through. Simmer it all down. I'm going to wash my brush out. Yeah, I don't know if you can get a better look at that. I think it's a nice pinkish cloud kind of happening right through here. I've washed and dried my brush. Just going to real lightly, just kind of off that up a bit. Take out any of those brush strokes that you see. Just with nice little, these are kind of smiles. My brush strokes are kind of like smiles. The more you do this, the more this cloud becomes a nice background, nice cloudy background for our American bald eagle to sit. Now, when you do this with the oils, you know, it blends much quicker. You do it with acrylics. You do this before it dries, so I do it while it dries, and it gives it a made in oil look to it. But you got to be quick with this. You can't just sit and look at it. You got to keep working it. Doing little scrubbies now to kind of pronounce the cloud. I think I'm in good shape with that. Now I'm going to put my big fuzzy brush in the water. I'm going to turn it sideways for you here and see if I can't zoom in a little bit for you. See if you can get an idea kind of what we're talking about. Can you see the cloudiness that just happens there? So I got my nice background and it's pretty much dry because I've been crisscrossing. So now I'm going to use this square brush and I'm going to put my American bald eagle in it, and I'm going to use black paint on it, and I'm going to just put in where I think it should go. And it's going to be I'm thinking now because I like my sky, maybe I'll do a tree. Maybe I'll do a tree just a line. like that. A big tree branch he sits on because he's a big American bald eagle. Some of this paint is still a little bit wet, so when I put the black on, it gets lighter. That's a good thing. Gives me some nice light patterns in there. And I'll put another big old line right in there. Something like that. A bit more of a banging to her. I think that black paint makes the camera focus a little bit better too. There's a nice tree branch for him to sit on. But what's a tree branch? Bob will tell you without telling my friends. This is just black paint. I do a nice skinny line that gets a little bit fatter as it touches the tree trunk. Maybe he's got a friend over here. Who knows? Okay, he's got a friend right there. We don't know where this tree goes. We don't know where that branch comes from either. Maybe it's got to be a little bit thicker right in here for him to sit on, right? He's a big bird. American bald eagle's a big one. So I'm going to wash the black out of my brush. Drag a clean brush over the top. Pick up some of that black paint. Let some of that background stuff show right through. It makes it look nice and barky. Got any rough edges? A little more paint on your brush will clean them right up. Anything you can kind of see through. Okay, so my bird's going to go right here, right? This is where he's going. And first thing I want to do is I want to kind of, he's a big bird, so his beak is right here. American eagle's got kind of this scowl type forehead. And then right there he is. Now you can kind of see him right there, can't you? It's kind of coming in. Right there. You see him? On either side of his shoulders, boom, he's got a wing right there. He's got a wing right there. That's how he stands. Wings are closed on him today. Fill this right in, because I know I just made his neck look like it was him, but honestly I want that all to be dark in there. I want to smooth out any bumps, any lumps of black paint in there. So it closes that right out. He's going to put his foot here, 1, 2, 3 right there, right? 3 here too, 1, 2, 3 kind of in there. He's sitting in between little bit of light poking through there. That's okay. That's okay. Now the other thing we gotta do is tail. His tail hangs down below our stick here. Put a little leg there. They actually have big legs. These guys are huge. With his tail just gonna come down. Just a little bit of a triangle like that. Not much, just a little. Because they honestly don't spread their tails out unless they're flying. But just because we wanted to look cool, we did it. Get a couple of those feathers just kind of loose like that. See with this guy here, maybe this is that wing kind of sticks out a little bit on the side. That's fine by me. Now we'll wash my brush out. I'm going to let my bird dry a little bit. And while I do that, I'm going to put a little bit of white, a little bit of that raw umber, a little bit of the brown. I'm just going to kind of come around the top of my tree branch here. Just give some color, some light, some texture. This is some brown. Well, you know what? We need a little bit of that. And a little bit of that purple color. Let that light kind of reflect on the tree there. See how that kind of works out. And then scrape it off the brush. That purple, the brown, the peanut butter. Just a little bit of shadow right in there, and that's where that goes. Come down this side. A little bit of white. It's nice if your hand shakes a little bit when you're doing tree branches. A little too much white, so I wipe all the paint off my brush. And I just travel right through it. That slows that down a bit. That purple color. Just let that tree come right out. Put some nice color in there like that. That peanut butter color right down through there. Wiggle your hand a bit. Let things kind of happen on their own. The other thing I like to do is take the stick end and scratch a couple of little things happened in there. You know, it's birds scratch their way in there and that kind of thing. And then the next thing you can do is in some of those places you can put a little more black and that gives like a little hole or a divot. You know, places where that light doesn't hit at all. So I think that looks pretty good for that. I'm going to wash my brush back out. I'm going to focus in on the bird. And then we'll paint our bird, and I think we're done. We got about 10 minutes to paint our bird, so I think we're in good shape. So I'm going to zoom in on the bird. Just take it back just a bit. Sorry about the noise. Okay, so actually I think what I'll do is, there we go. If you don't mind, I might hit this with a hair dryer just to make sure it's nice and dry, and we'll start right back up. I'm not going to shut the video off. It just takes about 30 seconds, is that? good, please. So I'm going to use a really small brush now. This guy is just I don't know, number 1 and number 2 or something. A little bit of white paint on the end of it, and I'm just going to start with where the hairs are. Little hairs all the way down. We gotta get some better lighting on this video. Does that work better? And of course, underneath his chin. Right out. I'm gonna put a nice white dot in there. I'm gonna take my finger and just touch it so it grays up. And then come back in and give it a nice white smile. I want the bottom of his eye to be. Let me come back in one more. Some wobbles. Highlight up here with orange. Kind of shine. We'll see how that works out. And then same thing with his chest down here. I'm going to pull up, just pull up a little random white feathers. We do a whole lot of brown feathers through here. It's just pulling up on the brush though. This little brush kind of makes a feather shape. When you do it in, so every time here, I want that to be kind of grayed out, so I'm just going to kind of pick it back up with my finger. I got some wet paint on his tail here. I'm just going to wipe that off with my finger as well. A little too much white paint down, or black paint down here. So, I'm going to use the bigger brush now. I've got 7 minutes. With some brown paint, a little bit of white. This chest here, I'm just going to pull it into his, that white stuff. That white stuff. Here we go. Maybe a little bit of the raw umber as well. Kind of darken that up a little. And these are little pull-ups because the feathers kind of move that way. Down here it's going to be darker because it's in shadow. And he's got wings over the top of him there. To make those wings a little bit better, I put some of that peanut butter on there. A little bit of white. And just kind of from here, just kind of right down one side. Something of that nature. And then I can just kind of pull up. Lighter wings, feathers. So on this side, longer feathers. I always like to touch it with my finger. Now, if you get a spot like this, you've touched, you take a piece of paper towel because the background is dry, with just a little bit of water on it before it dries up here. Just a little bit of water before it dries up. You can just kind of wash that right off of there because the acrylic behind it is already dry. Don't scrub it that though because you'll scrub right through. So I'll put some yellow paint on the brush and up here in his eye. Make sure that's a nice yellow. You gotta take your finger and touch that. Take it right off. I want to see through that like that. I'm going to add a little bit of that pink color to the yellow. Get a nice orange. Put that in the beach. That color is see-through, and that's why I put that white down below underneath it, so that it'll look as though it's lighter immediately. Add a little bit more of the pink to it for the underneath, so just a little bit darker. There we go. Now that same color is in his talons down here. Add a little bit of the yellow ochre to kind of opaque it a bit. Put my hand in the paint. So I'll show you how we fix the hand in the paint situation real quick. And so once I get the color and I can take my handle and I can kind of scrape little curves. And I'll zoom in on those later here to give you an idea how that works. So I'm going to show you what happens when you mess up and you put your hand on stuff that you're not supposed to. You take your paint, put a little more black paint on it, and you find places like there's a spot right there that I was touched. I shouldn't have. I go right down to the tree branch right there. I didn't mean to touch here, so this guy gets a little branch right there as well. Maybe he gets a little friend too. And this guy right here, same thing. See, the nice thing about trees is you can put as many tree branches in as weird places as you want. It does not affect the fact that it's a tree. You could put a weird one there, you should maybe underneath as well. Get a guy that kind of, don't forget if you put a guy there, you should give him a little friend. So the trick to painting like you know what you're doing is to remember that nature is never done. A little bit of a black outline, just a little. Darken some shadow onto some of those feathers there. And I think he looks pretty good. The last thing I'm going to do here is I want to take some black paint with the little brush and around his eye, I want to do a nice black. This takes a steady hand. A little more black paint on there. This would be nice. Rounded eye. And I think it's important about that rounded eye is that in the center of it, kind of looking off this way, and I have a dark circle in it, just like that. Now the other thing about this eye is that with the black paint, I'm going to make kind of a serious brow, because he's a bald eagle, and bald eagles have serious brows. Now once that I've done this, I kind of want to put some more bright white on, because this is kind of like shadow white. And so I put a little more white paint on, and I get to brighten up some areas that I want a little bit lighter at the top of his head. Got a little more sunlight to it. The side of his head, it's getting more sunlight to it than, say, and of course I want to bring these white over the top of the brown. These white feathers here. See, I leave that shadow underneath his chin. There we go. Maybe a couple of feathers that stick out past his brain there. Now, the other place I want to put feathers before I'm done, 30 minutes, 17 seconds, I want to pull up a white feather there. I want to pull up a white feather there. Pull up a white feather there. Right there. That's how we do those. I came into my tree branch there, which is not good. So what I want to do is take a little bit of black paint. Put it underneath Bob's your uncle. I'm going to put a little bit of black paint around his knuckles, in between his toes. I'm going to call this a done painting. I'll give you a quick look at it with the camera. Thank you very much for painting with me today. If you did, if you didn't, maybe next time you'll feel like it's something you want to do. Hopefully, here we go. I'm going to move you just a little bit. Sorry for the noise. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.